Okay. Screen share. Okay, so I have slides for kind of like each section of our power hour, and we're going to do things a little differently. I know we usually start out with like friend requests and reach outs, but we're going to start with the most important thing that I feel has to get done first thing before you start everything else, and that is inviting coaches, challengers, just getting those invites out there. So we're going to do that first, but I want to run through. Let me make my screen bigger here. All right, do you guys see that? Because I don't. You guys see this? Yes, someone, can you unmute yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, your guys is when I can't see you, so. All right. Okay, so before I talk about inviting, let's just talk really quickly about this 10 in play thing. And a 10 in play is really just a list of 10 prospects. It could be 10 coaches. I recommend you having a list of 10 coaches and 10 customer prospects. And these are just going to be the first people that you reach out to every day. And they're not just people you've never talked to before, but they're people that you've had engagement with and they've expressed interest already in some shape or form. So again, those are the first that you can have them on a dry erase board. You can have them on a piece of paper. I know Michelle File actually had a 10 in play sheet. I may actually have it in the file section of Team Rise Up, but I'll share that if I do find it. But for now, you can just write 10 in play on the top of a sheet of paper and think about the top 10 people that you've been talking to that have been interested and write those names down, whether it's about coaching or, challenge group. Make sure you have those top on your list so that you can start out reaching out to those people first, and then you can move on to your usual invites. Okay, so right after that, the first thing you want to do is outreach to people. Okay, this is not an invite. This is just commenting on someone that has liked or shared your post or commented on your post. It could be about coaching. It could be about challenge group. It could even be something about like your family or something. But if you see that, like you scroll your Facebook page and see that you have a post that maybe got a lot of likes and a lot of shares, a lot of comments, those are people that you can reach out to. And I know we've shared this this little quote here, this message a million times, and we've had a competition over it. We've had a little challenge to do for you guys to send this out as much as you can. So this is going to be kind of repetitive, but we're going to only spend like 5 minutes on this, maybe even 4 minutes, just to get some messages out there this morning. So just go to your Facebook pages now, and I'm going to do it from my phone so I can still share my screen. But go to a post that got a lot of likes or a lot of comments and go to their page, and just shoot them a quick little message like this, okay? And you're probably going to get a message back. If you don't, that's okay. But if you do get a message back, it's usually just something like, oh my gosh, you're so welcome. You really inspire me, so thank you. And then you just get the conversation open, see what they're, don't really respond now. We want to take this time to just work on our power hour. So if you get responses, wait till after the hour to respond. But just pound out these messages at first, and then you can always go back and answer these messages later. But we kind of want to just get to the invites and everything first. Okay, so I'm going to leave this screen open, and let's start with our little just hey girl messages to anybody who's liked or comment on your page. And please unmute yourself if you have any questions. All right, go ahead. I'm going to set it for like 4 minutes. We'll do 4 minutes for this because it's kind of easy. Literally, you can just copy and paste this, add their name if you want to.
Okay.
And you guys, as I'm going through these slides, I really recommend you to copy and paste any of these scripts that you want. You can make them your own, or honestly just share what I have. But put them in your notes on your phone and in your notes on your computer so that you have them on both your mobile device and your computer while you're working. Oh, sorry guys, that isn't the timer. Sorry. I'm just testing it. Keep going.
My biggest struggle that I had with the dish was a plate issue, a bunch of bowl, and it was a little thing wrong. Yeah, it was almost impossible to grab it, right? Really grab it. Well, this is the first time I've told you. They were watching those two. The cookie went really well. It's a really strong dish. Talk to me about your whole dish. So I took tenderloin, blank for an hour, and that's of the dishes I had from the entire team, it was my favorite. I actually liked the bone marrow. I thought it was chicken paste. Pork was delicious. Sarah, you made dessert? Want to tell us about it? Apparently, it's the one thing I did today. It was so good. But you knew this was the hot kitchen. You could have a component on the menu. They never want to. This restaurant, someone's going, oh, you think okay, that'll be all for now. How you guys do this?
All right, guys, we're gonna move on to the next thing. So I just find that this is a great way to start my day before I even start my invites. And before you do any of this, you guys, make sure you are, I'm getting feedback. Hold on, I'm gonna mute everyone. Okay, I just muted everyone. If you have any questions, feel free to unmute yourself. Before you do any of this inviting, I find that before you start your power hour, the best thing for you to do is to definitely get your personal development in. I find that, when you're getting your mindset right, you're going to help people, that you're not just focused on, the numbers and things like that, but you're getting your mind right to get out there and help people. So I usually start by just, I did a little love yourself challenge this weekend. We talked all about like this mantra and how to start your day by saying things to yourself. Like, you know, I'm going to get out there and help as many people as I can today. And, you know, saying things like that to yourself will kind of help to put yourself in the right mindset before you go out and tackle your power hour. All right. So moving on. All right. Let me make my screen bigger. So the next thing after I do these little hey girl messages, I move right into my cold invites. Okay. This is a new one I found that I've been using. And I find it does work really well. So if you guys want to, go ahead and screenshot or go ahead and write it down. I'm going to keep it up just so that you guys can see it. But we're going to spend probably, I like to spend the majority of time on this, so probably a good 10 minutes cold inviting. And really, I can read it too, but you guys can just read it. It's really just a way to kind of just say you saw someone on your newsfeed. You really, you know, hope they don't mind messaging you about something like this, but I'm not sure if this would even interest you. But I'm running an online fitness boot camp February 20th to help people stick to their health and fitness goals for the year. I already have a bunch of people on board, but I'd love to have you join us. If I gave you some details to read over, would you be willing to check it out and see if it would be a good fit? Okay, so I am simply just going into, I open my chat thread. So if you guys go to Facebook, let me see if I can open another window. All right. So if you go to Facebook and open your chat thread, you can see, not your chat thread, but your chat box. Okay. So you guys can't see the screen right now because I didn't share it, but pull up your Facebook and into the right-hand bottom corner, you'll see who's online right now. And you can scroll through this little box and I just see whoever I haven't talked to in a while. I click on their name, and if it's been a while since I've messaged them, obviously you don't want to message them if they are a coach or they have a gazillion mutual friends, because they were most likely a coach. But check out the conversation that you've had in the past with them, and if it's been a while, shoot this message to them. Okay, so this is what I've been doing lately. I just simply go here, look, I have, I'm gonna click on Adrienne Johnson's name. Okay, I'm gonna click on her name. I have not had a conversation with her, so I don't really know how we connected, but I will shoot this to her because I see she's not a coach. So it's not good that I haven't had any conversation with her, but I will shoot this message to her and maybe tailor it a little bit because we haven't connected before. But that's a good one to start with. So let me actually, I'll screen share just so that you guys can see what my Facebook looks like. Now, here. Okay. Now you guys can't, why can't you see that? Okay. All right, do you guys see my Facebook now or no? Yeah, okay. All right, so this is all I did. I went right here, you guys, down to the bottom right-hand corner, and I'm scrolling down. There's a little sliding bar here. And scroll down, here's Adrienne Johnson. I saw I have not had a message with her, so I'm gonna copy, I just would copy and paste that message. I don't have it copy and paste right now, but I'd paste it right here and just send away, okay? And don't think about it, just paste it, get it out there. And then if they respond, don't respond right away. Like I said, we wanna just get through these invites and then you can always go back later and respond to them. Let's see, I'm gonna try this one. Ariana Nicholson. Okay, looks like I got a world's best mom thing from her. And it's been, oh, she sends me a lot of that stuff. But yeah, it looks like we connected about a challenge group and she couldn't do it because she only could do payments, so she didn't want to do that. So I would reach out to her about the challenge because she's previously had interest. It's just been a while. So this is what you're gonna do, you guys. I won't waste any more time. I'm gonna go back to that script so you guys can have that script. And then just go ahead and send some messages. See how many you can get done in 10 minutes. I will set my timer and get my other screen back up. You guys can go ahead and start while I get this situated. Minimize. See if I can get that back up. All right. Minimize. Sorry, it takes a while to get the right screen back up. All right, do you guys still see Facebook or do you see my cold invite? Not sure if you guys see that.
It's like both.
Both of them?
I see both of them.
Let me make my cold invite bigger and see if you see that.
Yeah, the bottom of the invite.
Now it's all of it.
Okay, all right, we're good. All right, timer is starting now. I'm gonna leave this cold invite up for like 1 more minute, so make sure you screenshot or do what you need to do, write it down or something. So I'm gonna get my, I can't get my chat box up on my phone, so I'm gonna do my work from my computer. All right, I'm gonna take this down. See you guys, it works. Getting responses back already. And if you guys are in your chat box and you are unsure if that person has a lot of mutual friends, just click on their name and go to their page. And then see right here, I just clicked on Allie Johnson, and we have one mutual friend. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't a coach, and it's not. So I will shoot her a message. And it does work, you guys. This message is awesome. I've sent out maybe 4 messages and got 2 yeses for more information already. So
Amy, you
Yeah.
will send out an invite to someone that you've actually never connected with?
it looks like I just did, and someone says, yes, I'd love more info. I don't always. I will connect first, especially that one. This one I don't have a connection with before. So I'm thinking of this one right here that looks like we just have a mutual friend and I haven't connected with her. So I'll probably just say, hey, Sal, how's it going? I saw a picture on your newsfeed. I'd love to connect. But then, I don't know. I feel like this is working, so I may just send her the invite. What do you do? Do you send out just a hey girl type message, or?
Yeah, like I don't know. I feel uncomfortable just sending an invite without ever having connected with someone and finding out, what their goals are, I guess, or their needs before inviting them.
Right.
I don't know.
The girl that I just, I had a conversation with her probably a good year ago. I sent that same message and she did send back, yes, I'd love to hear more. And then I started talking to her about her goals. I didn't just send the details right away.
Yeah.
I said, oh, hey, I'd love to hear more about your goals, where you're at right now. What are your goals with your health and fitness, But yeah, I do feel uncomfortable, probably like this one right here, this one I just clicked on. I'll probably just connect with her first, go to her page and see what she's been up to and just say, hey, I saw we have a mutual friend in common. What do you say? Like, what is your message? I'd love to hear what you send to like someone that you've never talked to.
Well, I always have them in my support group.
Okay. Yeah. See, not everyone does. Like, I definitely don't. They all are not in my support group. I mean, maybe she is, but I don't really know. We haven't had a conversation, so I'm wondering if she's not,
So my initial conversations always go back to that. Like, I'm so happy that you joined my support group.
Mm-hmm.
Health and fitness is new to me in the last couple of years. Are you working towards any goals? I do that. So it's always kind of coming back to that. And then once we've had a conversation, I would kind of lead to an invite, or I would go back, next month and send out an invite that way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I may just try it. It this round and for the next few minutes and send this out and see what happens and then connect with them, because I really don't know how I connected with this girl and I don't really know how to have common ground with her. So I may just send this much and say, hey, I saw your face on my newsfeed and,
Yeah. And if they're coming from your like page, they've obviously been following you and are interested in health and fitness, because they wouldn't have accepted your friend.
That's probably what it is. It probably is someone from my like page who kind of shuffled over.
Yeah.
This has been a hard question for me too, because when Eric on Teamsy he talked about not sending out the cold invite, and kind of talked about how you really should develop the relationship first. And that's what I was actually going to talk to you about. Should we be doing this, or do we follow, especially for the 100 no's that we're working on? It's like, do we connect with them, or do you think the cold invite? But it's good to hear both of your opinions on that. But
right. I think if you've had a conversation with them before, I don't see, why it would be bad to send the cold invite, even if it's been, a few months or even a year since you've talked. I don't know. How do you feel, Megan? I'm not sure. I mean, I know that you have everyone in your free fitness support group, so they're not always a cold invite because you know everyone, but not all of us have that connection right away. How do you feel about that, Megan?
Sorry, I have a screaming baby.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I kind of missed what you were saying, but
So Tanya was just saying that because, you know, Eric Johnson with Team Z says that not to send the cold invite, to do the connection first. You know, that we were wondering if we should even send cold invites.
Yeah, I used to. I did when I first started this, and I was like hungry for it. Like, and now I look back at those messages and I'm like, oh my gosh, I was sending out like go for no's to people that had never like responded to my initial message to them even. And I thought, I don't know, I just don't feel good about inviting someone to something when I don't even know a thing about them or even know if this could benefit them. I received a message yesterday, actually, for the first time from someone like in network marketing. I was at work yesterday, and she sends me a message and it said, hey, looks like you're having a great day with your kids. So fun. If I send you a video, blah, 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 would you take a few minutes to look at it? And I was like, who are you, for one? Like, friends, but we had never connected. And I thought, well, for one, she clearly didn't look at my page or anything, because I actually had posted about going to work that day. And I thought, how does she even know that what she has to offer could benefit me? Right. So that was just the way I took it. And so I actually responded back and said, no, not having fun with my kids. I'm actually at work today. I'm not sure where you go. Because I was kind of like, who are you? And
right.
So I don't know. That's just I guess that's my own comfort level with that. But
yeah, you have to, honestly, it's definitely a personal thing. Like, you have to do what feels comfortable to you. And I probably don't feel comfortable sending this like cold invite to this Allie person that I have no, you know, yes, we have one mutual friend, but nothing else. So I would probably just look on our page and see if there is something I can connect with and send that first message. And then after we connect one time or two times or get that conversation going, then maybe send the invite. But yeah, I don't mind doing the cold invites if I've talked to the person before. Like this Ariana I had talked to before, and she was just like, yeah, send me some info. I need to get back on track. She's telling me right now she, you know, has gotten off track and wants to get back on. So, you know.
I feel the same way about that too. Like I'll send those that like an invite like that, no problem. But
yeah, you're right. I think if you haven't had a previous conversation with the person, it's probably good to just say, hey, how's it going? You know, I just noticed we have a mutual friend and we're friends on Facebook. I'm not really sure how we connected, but I'd love to chat. You know, maybe just something like that. You know?
Yeah.
You think, Tanya, is that better?
Yeah, I think like for me, like whenever I see the 100 no's pop up, I'm always like, that's kind of when I started Team Z and we did the very first call for him, and he was kind of talking about that, like you don't ever, you know, not that his way is the golden way, but just you need to connect with the people. Like you said, if you haven't spoken to them forever, you've got to somehow, hey, you know, I see that you went so-and-so yesterday, or, you know, you have kids, I have kids. To build that relationship, like he talked about, the relationship needs to go first before, you know, and they need to trust you. He talks about it all being trust. So,
oh, definitely.
So that I was just curious because it's always just been a struggle of mine. Like anytime I see that 100 no's pop up, I'm always like, okay, I don't know if I'm going to do that or if I don't, because I'm always like in that sort of limbo of, you know, what is 100 no's? Is it the cold invite, or is it just connect, you know, and stuff like that? But
when I'm doing the 100 no challenge with my Team Cup team, and I think that it's more of just, you know, connecting with them and then sending the invite. You know, maybe not just blasting the 100 no message, but talking to them first and getting that something in common and that basis for that relationship before you send the invite.
Yeah.
Because I'm a firm believer in the 100 no's, and there's still tons of top coaches that do it. But it's more of like, we are looking for the yeses, but we have to stumble over some no's. And in the stumbling over those no's, you're going to find some yeses, and those no's can become people that join your free fitness support group and so on. So awesome. But yeah, I mean, everyone's different. Everyone has different messages, and you guys do not have to take word for word this message. Obviously, you know, you want to do what feels right for you. So.
Yeah, and I think your message is good, and it's not like threatening at all.
Right.
I think it's very like I don't think someone would get that and be like, what the heck? What like?
Right. Exactly.
I think it's a very good message to start out with. Like, I was just curious if you normally do that or if you connect first.
Right. And it does say, I'm not even sure if this would be a good fit, you know?
Yeah.
So, it is good. It's a good message. And there are some companies that like are all about the, you know, Brian always talks about real estate because he's got this real estate mind. And it was all about cold invites. It was all about like, that was breaking the ice. Like that was his thing. You know, we do cold calls and cold, you know, this is a different business and it is all about relationship building. But yeah, he would always talk about, yeah, just do it. Just get the invite out there. And I do feel uncomfortable with it sometimes, but, in other cases, like I just sent that one to that one girl and it worked out. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, you have to feel out the person, feel out what you feel right with sending and, you know, go from there.
Mm-hmm.
I think also, like, I think sometimes people appreciate it if you just sort of get to the point instead of going like back and forth and back and forth.
Hey, how's it going? How's the weather? How's your kids?
Like people are busy, so you might as well get to the point. Like I had a friend who was doing Rodanic Fields, and she like messaged me back and forth, and how are you, and do you want to get together, and blah 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 blah. And then finally, when I couldn't get together with her, she just asked me about Rodanic Fields.
Oh,
Like I almost wish that she had just asked me at the beginning because it kind of felt like
you thought she just wanted to build that relationship back up, and she just wanted to
get
into the business.
Yeah, so if she had just like asked me in the beginning, I could have just answered and I kind of would have seen it for what it actually was. So
yeah, there's so many different ways. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyways, I sent out a couple of messages and I already got back someone saying that they're interested also. So,
Yeah. That's awesome. And, you know, once people say, yeah, I'm interested, you know, then just make sure that you're talking about them and their goals and what they hope to achieve and maybe the things that they struggle with. Really ask questions, and then you're going to get back a lot of information that can help you decide what's right for them. And then you can decide to email them. Like I had someone send me their email address. So obviously I'm going to email them the information instead of message it. But I normally do it through Facebook message. If I see a program that's a good fit for them, I'll send them the video preview. But I really talk about my experiences a lot and the feel, felt, found, right? The 3 Fs. So hopefully that helps you guys. We're going to stop the invites for now. We're going to go to follow-ups, and I'm going to try to screen share again. I don't know if me switching back and forth on my desktop is working. Do you guys see the first follow-up message here or no?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Oh, I got this down. All right. So this depends on where you are in the conversation with someone. Okay, it could just be a general follow-up. This could be a follow-up over coaching, a follow-up over a challenge group. But this is just the first follow-up. Generally, I do a first follow-up 24 hours after my first message. So it's just my first message goes out. I haven't heard back. Within 24 hours, I'll say just something simple. Sometimes I say different things, but this is like generally what I say. Hey girl, does this all make sense? What questions do you have for me? You know, it's just putting it out there, asking a question. It's giving them the outlet to ask questions. Okay, so this is just a simple one. I'm going to share all 3 of these, but make sure you screenshot so that you can save. Okay, so this is the first message. And this is the second follow-up. Okay, let's say someone does not respond to that one. This one generally is like 72 hours after my first message. And I just say something like, hey, Melissa, I'm just checking in. Our next challenge starts February 20th. I'm super excited to get our prep week started, but I wanted to make sure we connect so I can answer any questions you have. Looking forward to chatting and getting you started. Okay, most likely, most of the times I hear back after the second follow-up, but there are some times, you guys, I go on and on. And sometimes it's 6, 7, 8 follow-ups before I hear back. Okay, screenshot really quick, and then I will move on to the third follow-up. And I'm not going to share anything beyond the third follow-up. By the 4th and 5th follow-up, I just kind of make it really short and sweet. You know, hey, I promised I'd check in. Just wanted to see if you were interested. Our challenge starts, you know, pretty soon. So the timeline's coming up. I just wanted to check in and see if you wanted to join us. If not, totally okay. Maybe you have someone else that wants to join. You know, ask for referrals. Maybe there's somebody else that wants to join. Third follow-up is about 5 days after your first message. And this is just, hey girl, I'm sensing a lot of, not a bot, okay, apparently I can't spell, a lot of hesitation with the challenge group. Totally normal. I had similar feelings. It can be a bit scary starting something new. I'm definitely here to help you. I'd love to help get you back on track to reach those goals you mentioned before, okay? And you can say those goals you mentioned before, or if you know their goals, you can mention what exactly they said. Like, hey, I'm excited to get you back on track and fitting into those jeans that you're excited to get back into, or putting that bathing suit on for your vacation in June, something like that. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. I'd be happy to set up a time to chat too if you'd like, okay? we kind of put it out there because sometimes people do like having a phone call. You know, sometimes that's what seals the deal for people, is that they want to hear your voice and hear that you really care about helping them. So I always add that to my last sentence in my third follow-up. I'd be happy to set up a time to chat too, if you'd like. Okay, smiley face. Oh, one more second. Screenshot. Okay. And then, okay, so let's say you sent out a link to someone, and this happens all the time. It just happened this weekend to one of my new coaches. She sent out 3 links to someone, and she didn't hear back from either of them. So I kind of gave her a message to send. This is actually a different message that I send as well. So this one's just, hey, Melissa, were you planning on completing your enrollment? Okay, that's if you use the Beachbody app, the enrollment app. Or, you know, if I just send someone a link through Beachbody links, then you say, or did that link work okay? I just want to make sure I'm by my phone or my computer so I can help answer any questions you have, or so I can help you or answer any questions you have. Okay, so that's letting them know that you're there to help them if they have any questions with the link, and that's that. So I'll leave that for a second. Okay, so that is the follow-up. So I'm gonna scroll back up to my first follow-up. Let me know if you need to see any other screen, and I'll pop it back up. But we're gonna set it for, what do we got here? 12:40. We'll do follow-ups for 5 minutes so that we can leave time for the last couple of things we have here on our Power Hour list, and then questions. All right, 5 minutes, and we will start now. And guys, don't get caught up in your responding to your invite message that you send. Make sure that you just do your follow-up, and then you can go back. So you guys, I'm getting messages back from my Hey Girl messages that we sent at the beginning of the Power Hour, but I'm gonna ignore it and keep going on to my follow-ups. And then after my Power Hour, I'll go back in and respond. Okay, finish up those. And we're gonna move on to our last two things, which we're only gonna take a couple minutes on each of these next two. So at the end of all of the follow-up, all the invites, all of the Hey Girl messages, we are going to add to our network. So every day you want to at least add at least 3 to 5 friends, new friends a day to your Facebook page, and to whatever Instagram, Facebook, whatever you are on. If you want to go quicker than that, then you'll do 5 to 10 friends or more. And the way to do this is, let me get my Facebook shared here. Okay. Do you guys see my Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So we're gonna go to my friends list. Oh, got a bunch of pop-ups here. All right. Okay, so the way I like to do is I like to go to my own friends list. So I will go to, click on my friends list, which is right above, right around your banner. And then I'm gonna scroll past all my coach friends. So I'm gonna scroll down, scroll down. Usually all my coaches take up the top couple pages. And let me find someone that I can, okay, so I'm gonna go to her page. She is not one of my coaches, so I'm going to go to Nicole's page. Okay, and instead of going to like suggested friends, which I find suggested friends, a lot of like men come up and things like that that I don't really want to suggest as friends or add as friends. So here I go to Nicole's page and I will actually go to her friends list and see if we have any mutual friends on here. Okay, so if you see Nicole and I have this one as a mutual friend. So that is someone that I would, because we're mutual friends, I would shoot a friend request. When I notice that they accept the friend request, I'll send one of my like check-in, or not check-ins, but my little first messages like, hey, how's it going? I saw we have a mutual friend. I'll check our page, see if we have anything in common. She is an entrepreneur, so, and it does say something fitness. So I would check her page and make sure she's not a coach before I send that message. Or let's see who else I have. See, there's a guy that has a mutual friend, but I will go look at all the ladies and see if I have mutual friends. Okay, so that's how I would add my 5 to 10 friends a day or more. Okay, so you guys can do that. Go to the top of your page and go to your friends list, and then go find a mutual friend that is not a coach. And if you see that they have like 100 mutual friends as you, it's probably that they are a coach. So you don't want to go to their friends list because they're going to have a lot of mutual friends that you have. Okay, so hopefully that helps you guys.
Somebody that you already know?
What's that?
Was that somebody that you already know?
Who, Nicole?
The one that you picked.
This one I do not know right here, or this, yes, Nicole I'm friends with. Okay, I think she's been in one of my free challenge groups. And I went and saw that she has 3 mutual friends with this one. Okay, so I would add her as a friend, but I'm gonna go to her page first because it says she is owner at Cassia Baker Fitness.
Okay, so you don't know her.
Right, no, nope. Anyone that I go to her mutual friends, I probably don't know her mutual friends. Okay, so, yep, so those are someone I would add as a friend. And then she would just see that we have a mutual friend and probably accept the friend request because we have mutual friends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, so go ahead and start doing that. And I'm going to do mine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so she's a coach. We're just going to spend 2 minutes on this, okay?
Okay.
And if anybody else has any other ways that they add friends on Facebook and they want to share, they can go right ahead. Let us know how it works for them. These are still on my coach. All right, so we're gonna stop that one. I got about 5 done. Hopefully you guys got about 3 to 5 added friends, and just keep an eye out. Make sure that you guys, see when they accept your friend request, it'll show on this little tab up here. There'll be a 1 or a 2 or a 3, however many people accepted your friend request, and then you just go and send them a message. All right, and the last thing.
Can I see that message again?
Oh, which message?
The one you were just doing for adding.
I just happened to, I came across someone's page. Oh, this one? Wait. I just typed out a message to someone's page that I came to that I remembered I hadn't talked to in a while. So I said, hey, how's it going? And then I went to her friends list. So it was just a quick, hey, how are you? It's been a while. How's it going? All right. So this is add to network. We're all done with that. And then last thing I do after everything else that I've done, I will do a challenger and coach check-in. Okay. So this is, you can check in with your free group members. You can check in with your challengers, your new challenge groups, and then new coach check-ins. Every day, you guys, I set a goal to check in with at least 5 new coaches and 5 new challengers a day. Okay, it's super important that you guys get into those challenge groups and check in, not just via the group. Okay, obviously you want to be posting in there, but you want to make sure that you're checking in with them, asking them how they're doing, seeing if they have any questions. Okay, you want to make sure that you're sending those private messages. Even better than the private messages is voice or video messages. Okay, so letting them hear your voice, letting them see you. Try those out. I promise you guys, you'll get great response from those. It's so great to have that personal touch to things. So let's start this. And this, I just check in, say, hey, how's it going? Just wanted to see if you have any questions. How's the group going for you? I haven't seen you posting much, so I just want to check in and see how your first week's going. I bet you're feeling sore because that's really common. But just kind of touching base with them. And then as far as coaches, just ask if they have any questions. Ask if you can make their day in any way. With new coaches, I just ask if they're getting started okay, if they've gotten their grand opening post out there, things like that. Okay, so I just make it a point. You can do probably, I would say 2 to 3 challengers and 2 to 3 coaches a day, if you can. I make it about 5 a day. If I can fit more in, I do. But do what you can in the time that you have. But we're already about on our hour, so we're just going to take 2 minutes to do this and just get in as many as you can, even if it's just 2 messages, 1 to your challengers and 1 to your coaches. That's okay. But continue this on later if you'd like. All right, I'm going to start the timer for 2 minutes, and then we can talk, and you guys can ask any questions if you have them.
You don't have any, you don't prospect guys?
I don't. I just feel like I work better with ladies. I do have some guy customers that have been given to me through Beachbody, and it's great. He checks in with me all the time, shares his results with me, and it's great. I just feel like I can relate better to women, and that's just what works for me. But some people can. If you would like to, you totally can. If you feel like you work well with them, then go for it. Definitely not telling you not to. I'm just saying what works better for me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's totally up to you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And for new coaches, the quickest way to do this, like to go to your challenge groups or your free fitness support groups, is go into your members list and just go one by one, clicking on their page and then just clicking message to them. Okay, so finish up your messages, and gonna stop. I'm gonna finish mine real quick and stop sharing. Okay. Let's see you guys again. There everyone is. Okay. Stop sharing. All right. There you all are again. All right. So now that we're done, we did do about an hour, so that's awesome. You guys kind of have a little bit of a feel of how your power hour should run. Definitely start out with those invites and those outreaches and those, hey girl messages to people that like and comment on your posts throughout the day. Make your 10 in play list, your 10 prospects, your 10 customers, your 10 coaches, and start out with those in the beginning of the day. And then you're going to want to follow up and then add to your network. And then what we just did, and we sent our little messages to our challengers and our coaches. So does anyone have any questions?
Would that be for people that are in a different kind of group, like a support group too?
Yeah. Yep. If you don't have like brand new coaches who are in my challenge group right now, like I have new coaches that are in my challenge group and they have a free fitness support group set up and they haven't really started their own challenge group yet, then they'll check in with their free fitness support group. Yep.
Okay.
What is the message that you send to people, like how we went through the friends and found new people to add to our list? What's the message that you send to start the conversation with those new people?
Oh, I have one somewhere. Hold on one second. So those are the people that accept your friend request, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I know I have one. Hold on one second. I have it all in my notes here. Let's see. Coach. Not that one. Shoot. Okay. I cannot seem to find it right now, but I would just say something like, hey, thanks so much for the ad. How's your day going? I just noticed we had a couple mutual friends in common and I just wanted to see what's, how you're doing. I would probably check their page, go to their page first and see if there's something I could comment on. I love your dress. I love your hair. Your kid looks about the same age as mine. Something like that I would probably do.
Okay.
Does anyone have any particular script that they use that they send to people that accept their friend request? I tend to not do scripts for those just because I feel like I have to tailor them to the person because I don't really know them yet.
I just look on their page and find something that I can talk about.
Yeah. I don't know. Did we lose Megan? We may have lost Megan. I was going to ask her. Yeah, we lost Megan. All right. Yeah. So if I find a script somewhere though, I will let you know, but I tend to just kind of go by anything that we have in common. Awesome. Anyone else have any questions? No? Awesome. If you guys were not on the national call too, make sure that you get your new coaches on that call. That call was amazing. I did post it in my new coach chat thread. I'm going to be posting the recording, but 3 coaches shared what they do on their call, or not. They shared on the call what they did in the beginning to grow their business. And some of them are diamonds within the past, they started 8 months ago and they're diamond, star diamond. One of them, they all shared their income. One of them was making like $600 a week as a new coach 8 months into the business. So they all shared their tips and tricks and what they did to get started with the business. And it may even help people that are not new coaches. It may help you guys if you feel like you're stuck or you need a little boost. So make sure you listen to the national wake up call and share it with your team, share it with your new coaches. I know there were some announcements on the beginning of the call. I was on a phone call, so I missed the announcements. I came in a little late to the call. So I'll have to listen again just to that first 5 minutes so I can hear all the announcements someone said. I think Kara, were you on the call? Is it Kara? I think I saw Kara on here. She's muted. Hey, Kara, were you the one that said you heard
the... Yes.
What kind of announcement?
Sorry. It's Shakeology, not you, bud. Shakeology on Home Direct is going to 2 successful points now.
Okay.
1, and Daddy's not home. And they're keeping the All Access Challenge Pack at $199 for the rest of the year.
Yes, awesome. I actually knew that
Say that
one.
again? I
They're
didn't hear that part.
they're keeping the all access challenge pack, the Beachbody on demand all access challenge pack at $199. The price is not going up for the rest of the year.
Oh, yay.
Yep. So I actually
I
knew
didn't hear
that
that
one.
part either.
That was one of the ones they told us leaders it, and I was trying to keep secret, but that's why I was wondering if they announced it on the call this morning. So yeah, that's
how
awesome.
long will that be?
They said till the end of the year. They don't know when they're gonna, if they increase it, it won't be till the end to get a whole year. So that's good.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. There was talk. I mean, Carl came to our Super Saturday and had mentioned that it could go up to 250, like with all the stuff that's involved in that challenge pack. So it's really cool that they're keeping it at 199. They must be having success with it. So, and then she also said that Shakeology and Home Direct, instead of being 1 point, is going to be 2 Success Club points now. So that's pretty cool too. Awesome. Great. All right. Well, anybody else have any other questions before we head out? I got to go get my workout in. Anybody? All right. Well, you guys have a fantastic day and keep doing these power hours every single day. If you do this and you stick to this every day, you guys are going to have success if you just stay consistent with it. That's the key. Got to be consistent, guys. All right.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes. Yep.
So when you do this, like how many do you think how many invites can you get in, I mean, how long of a time that you do it?
Well, I'm home all day, so it depends on your schedule. I mean, I do this full time, so I will spend a lot of time on my invites, and I'm pretty much messaging all day long. But I would say if you have an hour, set your timer. Set your timer for 15-minute blocks and go do that. When your timer goes off, stop your invites, go into your follow-ups. When your timer goes off for your follow-ups, go to your check-ins and your adding to your network. There's not a set number, obviously, the more invites you get out there, the better you're going to be and the more conversations you're going to have going. So, I do a lot.
Do you do that? Do you do the timer for you?
I don't, because I have all day until my kids get home. I have all day. So I do, I will get in probably, but I take a lot of time to answer my messages too. So your power hour, I don't include my messages in my power hour. I will get everything done in my power hour and then I'll go back in and answer my messages. That's just something I do every day. But my power hour probably does take an hour, but I just kind of feel it out. I know I've set my timer in the beginning. It's been years since I've done it because I know I'm like, okay, it's been 10, 15 minutes. I better start on the next thing,
So then like you don't answer any messages that come back until you finish like your invites or whatever.
Right. After I finish all my sections and my 5 steps, all the things that I do, then I'll go back in and answer my messages. Because if I start to answer messages, I'll lose track and I will forget what I was doing. So I have to focus on my invites. I have to focus on my follow-up.
But when you put like the message out to a person, do you immediately put it into Teamsy?
We are just starting. Brian is just starting Teamsy, so he's doing that for me. He's adding the scripts into Teamsy. Yes. I'm not. Okay. He does that part of the business, so that's his thing.
Oh, okay. So,
yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So then you just concentrate on giving the messages. So like how many messages do you or invites do you do like average?
I do a lot. I just told our corporate mentor that I probably do a good 20 to 30 a day. But that's just because I have the time. When I started the business, I didn't do that many. I did, 5 to 10 like everyone else. But then it just kind of grows over time, and I didn't always do this full time, but now that I do it full time and Brian and I are both working the business, it's just easier for me to get more in.
Then when you have that many messages, invites and you get messages back, do you get overwhelmed by the follow-ups that you have to do?
No. I mean, I keep track of them and Brian keeps track of them in a system. And then I just, if I can't answer all the messages at once, I'll come back later on to them. I just try not to let myself get overwhelmed and I really dial in and, focus on each person. Because if I find that I'm answering too many messages at once, I'll really finish a conversation with someone first and then I'll go on to the next one, because I feel like if my mind is focused on too many people at once, I'm not going to focus on one person. So, yeah. Okay. No problem. Thank you, Jessie. No problem. See you later, Jess. All right. So hopefully that again helps you guys. But yes, I mean, consistency, you guys. If you do this for, a week and then you fall off the next week and you don't do it, I mean, you're not going to see the numbers grow. You have to be consistent with it. That's the one thing I tell people when they say, Amy, how have you been so successful? It's just doing the 4 vital behaviors and doing my power hour every single day. That's it, period. Yes, I have sick days. Yes, we go on vacation, but the majority of all our days are spent, Brian and I, we are messaging all day long. Like that's just what we do. And it doesn't have to be 2 people. Your husband doesn't be having to do it with you. I mean, he wasn't always running the business with me. So I was always the one that was messaging people and running the business. So you can definitely do it by yourselves as well. So, all right, guys, that's it. I got to go get my workout in.
Thank you.
All right, guys, have a good day. We'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye.